what happens when you use a dull tool like this. And this is an 8mm 2 flute, and I used the type and glue method to machine a component like this. This is very simple. It's 10mm with a couple of features, nothing complex. And in the clip, I want you to ignore the profile finish. It's obvious that this tool has to be replaced, so that's not important right now. What I do want you to listen to is the sound coming from this tool, because it's quite obvious that it has to be replaced. The thing I want you to look out for is the moment that the glue fails and this component becomes dislodged and then became part of the scrap bin. I guess in the question is going to be, so what happened? Some might say that I didn't apply enough glue, that not enough tape, or that this surface didn't adhere to the tape, or even that this component is just too small to be using the tape and glue method with an 8mm tool. But the reality is I've machined 25mm components in the past using this method with 100% success rate, so that is not the issue. And that then leads us to what caused the failure. And you might have seen on YouTube some creators use a super glue to glue two components together, and to loosen them up they use a heat gun, and that releases the glue. And that's exactly what happened here. Because this tool is dull and it's basically shearing and doing a lot of recutting, it generated so much heat that the glue failed, and that's the result. Then what do I do? How do I get around it? Well, it's quite obvious. When you machine small components like this, it's very important to, especially when you use a bigger tool, is to make sure that it's new or relatively new. I've machined these kind of components even smaller, as I said, with 8 and a 10mm. They work perfectly when the tool is new or relatively new. I think the best solution or the best option is a 6mm single or 2 flute, or even a 4mm single flute to machine something like this. One, as it generates a lot less heat than the surface area is less, so it creates a lot less heat than 8mm, and the loads on a 6mm are way less than on the 8mm. So I would suggest that you try a 4 and a 6mm. The fact is, you only learn this by trying. You have to experiment with different feeds and speeds. And it's very important that you get to know your tools and what's possible with it when you machine something like that, especially this small. I hope that you found this interesting. If you have any questions regarding this, please ask it in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer it. Thank you.